Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my updated foundation routine. I have another video on my channel on this, but the products have changed, the process has changed, so I want to show you guys what I'm doing now. So if you want to learn how I do a full face of full coverage foundation, because that's just what I like, then just continue watching. Let's talk a little bit about my skin. So I have combination skin. It is both oily and dry. I do get oily towards the night, especially if I've had my makeup on for a long time, but I do get oily right in the T-zone, which is this little area, kind of like right here through my nose and my forehead, sometimes in my chin. It just really depends. And also, you guys, I am a full coverage type of girl. Like, I like my full coverage makeup. That's just my preference. So if you're not into full coverage, then this might not be the right video for you. But if you still want to watch, because you like watching makeup videos like I do, or because you want to learn how to do full coverage, then I highly recommend you guys watching this. I saw this really cool technique on TikTok on how to prime your skin to make your skin look flawless, and I was doing that for a really long time until honestly I ran out of my primer oil and I just haven't bought any, and I went back to my little Putty by e.l.f. Honestly, I forgot how much I actually loved this Putty primer by e.l.f. This is what it looks like. It is a Putty primer. As you guys can see, I am almost done with it. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit and I'm gonna apply it here on my cheeks, on my chin, on my nose, and on my forehead. Just a little bit on my forehead. It's a poreless Putty primer, so the way that I think about it, I might be wrong, but the way that I see the Putty primer is it's supposed to sort of like fill and erase your pores. So my pores are usually heavy through this area right here where my nose is, and right through here and in my chin. Actually, let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can really see the foundation and stuff. Okay, so we are close and personal. So as you guys can see, this is what the Putty primer looks like. It does give you this like sheer look. I can't really describe it, but if you have tried it or you try it, you're gonna notice what I'm talking about. It does blur your skin out instantly, you guys. So once I do that, I don't use anything else. For foundations, I have so many different foundations. I kind of go back and forth on the foundation that I'm using, just depending on the video that I'm trying to create. But the ones that I go to a lot are by Makeup Revolution, and this is what they look like. I do mix in two colors because I feel like finding the perfect shade is so hard. And you guys, I do have a little bit of breakout. As you guys can see, I have a really big pimple here and right here. I normally don't do color correcting, but they are red and I do want them to disappear, and I'm going to teach you guys how to color correct. So I'm going to go in with green. The reason you want to go in with green concealer is because green cancels out red. So I'm just gonna apply just a little bit. One of the biggest issues that I see people doing is over applying the product. You don't need like a green face in order to color correct. You just need a little tiny bit, blend it out, just so you know when you apply your foundation, you don't have to work too hard on trying to blend it out. These are the kind of pimples that hurt. I hate when I get these. What I love about this foundation is that it's full coverage, long lasting, and it is a matte foundation, so it's not dewy and it covers everything. So first I go in with one shade and then I go in with the next shade. I try to do an even amount just so the color blends nicely together. Always get your neck. I like to spray some of this NYX Bear With Me spray. This is a prime, set, refresh spray. I'm like trying to think, it's a primer, it's a setter, like it's basically a 3-in-1. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-in-1. It's a multitasking spray, which I never went back to my Morphe spray or my Fix Plus from MAC. I was obsessed with those for a really long time. A little bit goes a long ways, you guys. I bought this a few months ago. I think I had some like points for Macy's and it was there, and I was like, it's only like 10 bucks, let me try it. It's huge. So what I like to do is I like to spray the face. Oh, it It feels so good on the skin. Like, I love this stuff. I need to get more because I'm running a little low. I use a damp beauty sponge and we're just gonna go ahead and blend this out. You do have to blend this foundation pretty fast because since it is matte and since it is full coverage, it tends to dry up pretty quick. I look kind of white, like right now I look a little too light, but it does oxidize, and once I apply everything else, it blends really nicely with my skin. Always make sure you kind of go like this so you can get those little crease areas on your nose. This is what it looks like as soon as we're done blending. As you guys can see, it does look a little light, especially with my hands, because my hands did get darker. I have like a nice little tan line. For concealer, I am now using the Wet n Wild concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Golden. I recently tried this Wet n Wild concealer and I became obsessed. It does have a little bit of a scent, which I'm not too, like, I'm not a big fan of the scent, but I don't mind it. It's not something that's gonna make or break the concealer. But if you are sensitive to scents, then this might not be for you. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the concealer on this little portion of my eye and then kind of drag it up because we're lifting our face now. That's a new trick that I learned. Do same thing to the other eye. I love this concealer because it's full coverage as well and it's really creamy. We are no longer wasting concealer because apparently when we applied it all through here, it was just wasting product. Apply some on my chin, on my nose, and in between the brows. This is all the concealer that we need. Normally, I apply my contour and my blush at this time, but since I do want to teach you guys how I do it, I'm going to do it separately so you guys can sort of see. If you are comfortable and you have experience or you just want to try it, the next few steps you can apply it all together and then blend it out at the end, but we're not going to do that today. Again, grabbing my sponge, we're just going to go ahead and blend it out. This concealer blends out really nicely. I am gonna pass it through the whole eye bag area though, even though I didn't apply it all through there. I'm just kind of connecting the concealers. We're just gonna drag it up because that's gonna make our eyes a little bit more foxy and it's going to lift our face. I'm very gentle around the eye area because we don't want extra wrinkles. I already have like wrinkles coming in right here. I'm probably gonna get some fillers, I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna apply just a little bit of concealer on the pimples just to give them a little bit more of a coverage. Once you have your concealer on, we're going to contour our face. We're going to give some warmth to the face, some shadows to the face. My go-to contour concealer is by Maybelline. This is what it looks like. I love the applicator on this. When I contour my face, I don't like to use a cool tone contour color. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this one right here, and then I'm going to use a cool ones next to it so you guys can see exactly what I mean. This is the Maybelline, and this is another contour that I have that I use occasionally. This one's really nice and warm. It has more of a redder undertone. This one is more darker and it has more of a cool undertone. They both work amazing, but it really depends on your skin tone and what undertone you are. You don't want to go too dark or too cool tone because it will look muddy. It will look gray. If you ever find yourself looking a little too gray, it could be your foundation or it could be your contour. What I'm going to do is from up here from the ear, we're just going to go down. Do the same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to do my whole forehead. I have a small forehead, so I don't really need to contour, but I do it because I need to add color to my skin, okay? And then my whole jawline and my nose. I was always contouring my lip, but just my bottom lip. But recently, another TikTok hack, I've been contouring around the lip thanks to TikTok. This girl on TikTok posted a video and I love how it looks. Makes my lips look kissable. I'm going to use the same sponge, but I'm going to use the side that I haven't used. I'm just going to turn it around and we're just going to start blending it out. I remember just watching videos when I was younger and people would skip this process, and I was always so confused because I would always try to do it on myself and it was just too dark or wouldn't blend out. But literally the formula on this concealer allows you to blend it out so nicely. Like, you guys can already see my cheekbone is looking snatched, okay? And then I'm gonna do right here. This is just gonna like really ensure that our face looks, do you guys see that, like that instant cheek? Oh baby, I always get makeup in my hair, but I just clean it off when I'm done. So forehead, I'm gonna do the lips. I got a comment on TikTok asking if this lip application for contouring made your lips look like you had a mustache. I personally don't think it makes your lips look like that. If anything, I feel like it makes your lips look just a little bit more plump, more juicy. And then let's do this one. Don't be shy, blend it up to your hair. Then I'm going to do my nose. After I'm done, this is what it looks like, but I do go back with the foundation concealer side, blend out this area just so the cheekbones and the lip area, you know, are a little bit more separated. So I just go in and really define those areas. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some blush. The blush that I use is by my brand, YSR Cosmetics, and it is in the shade Blush Wish, and I just apply it right above, kind of where I used to apply my highlight. You guys are going to be so shocked, but I am not applying highlighter on my cheek anymore.
I forgot to explain this part in the video, but all I do is use the butt of my sponge to blend it out, and it blends so easily.
You guys can see the glowiness, you guys can see the cheeks. If you apply the blush right above, it's supposed to kind of give you more of a facelift as well. As you guys can see, we're trying to lift the face, trying to lift the cheekbones, trying to make ourselves look lifted. After I do that, I just kind of let it sit for a minute. And then we're gonna go ahead and set our face with powders. Even though this is a full coverage foundation, my skin still looks glowy. This is all matte products, by the way. But just the combination of the blush with the contour, it really makes our face look warm and luminous. And now we don't look super washed out. To set the products, I started using the Master Bronze by Maybelline. Again, it's an oldie but a goodie. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a 4-in-1. It has 2 darker shades to contour. This one, I believe it's supposed to be sort of like a blush. I don't use it. The highlight, I use it, but Jasmine kind of dug her little hands in there, so now it's all ruined. What I like to do is mix these two together. This one is a little bit more of a cool tone. This one's a little bit more of a warm tone, but when I mix them together, they create magic. So we're just gonna grab some, just a little bit of both, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it where I have all my contour already. I like to do this just so nothing moves. We did use all liquid products, so I do like to go in with a little bit of powder just to set everything. To contour my nose, I'm gonna use the warm shade, this one right here, and I'm just going to follow the lines. And I'm going to bring it up to my eyebrows, just kind of blend it in so they blend into my eyebrows so the shadows look natural. If you contour at the bottom, it really makes your nose look super snatched. And then I'm going to create just a little bit of a line through here, just so my nose se mire poquito más rounded, you know? I'm going to take some Kylie Cosmetics translucent powder, and I'm going to carve in the cheekbones just so they look even, like bam, you know. I like to connect down here just so this sets as well. I grab a little bit and just follow my nose right where the light and the dark meet. And then I drag it a little bit more. Make sure you drag it down. Don't just plop it and apply it right there, because that can create like patchiness, and we don't want it to look patchy at all. For the eye area, I don't bake as much as I used to. Oh, that was a lot. Actually, that's a lot. But I really don't. I don't bake. This is actually how much I bake. I just grab a little tiny bit and just let it set for a minute. Any leftover, I just apply it like all over the forehead. I don't let it sit too long. The reason being is because our foundation is already full coverage. All our products are matte, so we don't need to look extra dry or extra cakey. I'm gonna finish my eye makeup really quick and I'll be right back. The next thing that I like to do is I like to highlight my nose. I just realized these are almost like all drugstore products. I have been obsessed with drugstore products. I like to highlight my nose with this Wet n Wild Hello Halo. This is what it looks like. I grab a little bit of this pink one and of this gold one. I go like this. And then just in the center. Once I have that, I just go in with my finger, tap it in. Grab a little bit more of my contour and just really contour the bottom and the sides, and then just kind of like circle and retouch that area. And I don't apply any more highlight, just in the nose area. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray again with this Mighty NYX Bear With Me spray. You want to use a good amount of spray on your skin because we just applied matte and we applied powders. You need that spray so the powder and the liquids blend together. So make sure you let it dry. Don't touch your face. Don't apply any more product afterwards, because if you do, then you can really mess up your makeup and we don't want that. All I got left to do is do my lipstick, so let's do that really quick. Okay, so this is what it looks like once we are all done. As you guys can see, this is the close-up shot of what my face looks like. You can still see my texture, you can still see the pimple, but they're not as visible as they were. If you try my foundation routine, make sure you tag me so I can see it. You guys, this is full coverage, long lasting. Usually this makeup lasts me 12 plus hours. I do get a little oily towards the night. Just with a little bit of powder, you just set that. Hold on, Jose just got home, so the dogs are gonna start barking. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two and you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like makeup related content, make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and make sure you subscribe, like, comment, turn on your notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever. Just enjoy it.
Si tuviera $1 cada mes